that's the trouble.
You
The
know?
cops fight back. But
They not only fight back, they take preemptive measures. Why should they fight back? They can knock you off for just having the gun. You don't even have to shoot it at anybody. You got it, that's scary enough, I'll blow you away. What else do they got to do? You know, they still do that today. That's not a, I don't believe that's a thing of the past. You know, they're doing it basically to the white Aryans, to your Aryan nation groups out in the western part of the country now. You know, your basic hate groups that we have to tolerate. You know, but we have to tolerate them. That's the American way. If you don't tolerate them, you know, you keep yourself doing the right thing, and enough people doing the right thing. And of course, if it starts getting bigger than that, then we got laws against that. You know, that's what the Constitution's for. They can only get so big, and then they start breaking the law, and then they're under control again. So, but they're just blowing them away. They don't care. They're going to do the same things.
Well, police tactic always use preemptive measures. I mean, that's from day one. They've always used preemptive measures.
They always have, yes.
Let me throw that back on you and say, you know, do you think that you're being preemptive and not having ever joined or been a part of an affiliation that's political?
I think I saved my life, yes. I think I'd be dead by now.
That's the preemptive measure on your part, to
not
basically
preemptive,
remain on the outside and don't get involved.
It's preemptive against nothing. At the same point, it does not
involve it.
Well, at the same, which is, you know, it's got to be a dichotomy. You can't, that can't be a true statement on its face. I would say rather than preemptive, there's no strike to the end of
I want to talk about your art form and where you go with your video based on the things that you've done, the things that you've seen. What do you see? Do you see it as a documentary? Do you see it as something that's recording a particular scene, a particular movement? These videos you have a collection of hundreds of videos.
Dissemination of information is what it is.
How do you base what you're going to shoot and what you're going to film? What do you base the decision to film something on? How do you make these decisions?
Whoever asks me to do it.
You're pretty much open to anything.
Yeah. If somebody asks me to shoot something, I shoot it. Unless it's outside of my means.
How long have you been shooting?
Oh, well, I've been shooting since '85. The end of '85. And this is the end of '89. Which isn't long enough, but hey. 5 years.
You got a place in Somerville for a while?
Oh yeah, I lived in Somerville over in Porter Square. Nice place to live. Lived in this building where they were doing illegal things. Aside from me living there, which was illegal. The guy next door to me was cleaning out screen filters from cooking, you know, restaurant filters for their cooking areas. All kinds of solvents and big deal. It's a highly stinky place. But I ran a kind of store out of there. I forget what the name of the restaurant was now. It was a nice place. You know, Somerville cops left me alone. They were nice to me.
What's your Cambridge experience been like?
Cambridge?
Out here?
Cambridge is a nice place. Nice place. Cambridge is one of the few places where nobody bothers me. Somerville didn't bother me. I don't know why. They would have eventually, I think. I was only there for a year and a half maybe. But Cambridge is the only place the cops don't bother me. That I know of.
Yeah. Why would they bother you?
Well, I don't have any reason for the Cambridge cops to bother me now. Nothing. Well, myself basically. I mean, why does anybody want to live in a big place where there's lots of people that look like him around? It makes you less conspicuous if you move out to the suburbs, or you know, you're a conspicuous character, and therefore they can harass you easier. You move into the city, and it's harder to get harassed. You know, on a local level.
You consider yourself a voyeur?
A voyeur?
Looking through the lens of your camera filming things?
consider myself judge and jury.
What's the verdict?
Well, I'm very fair. I withhold my judgment until the future. What else, you know? No, I don't know. I grew up on television, you know, and television was a rotten thing because you're sitting there watching this tube, and every 30 seconds they throw you another picture, and it's like your mind can't register it that quick, you know. So you just sit there and kind of stare at it and get all of this stuff subliminally, you know. Even subliminals is not supposedly not used, except if I have a good eye, I can throw images at you that subliminally tell you things, rather than throwing a little bleep message in there every 30 seconds or whatever. And just was tired of that television, you know, and came across this video as a way to give people real information rather than giving people 30-second blips of what I want them to see. I think it's much more important to give people what really was there. You know, it's a kind of reality vision rather than television.
How much of a full-time thing is this video for you?
The video?
Do you sleep it, drink it, eat it? You know, is this full-time for you to do this? Or
Oh yeah, it's full-time. I put in. My machines are on and running probably anywhere from 70 to 200 hours a week. I don't know how many hours are in a week, but easily 70 hours every week, and generally more. So I put in a lot of time.
So you're really logging a lot of things.
I did 550 shows in 4.5 years right now.
It's incredible. Wow.
That's a lot of
Does anything stand out? If you had to pick 3 or 4 particular events or things that you videotaped that, you know, really impressed you as very noteworthy, significant kinds of things, what type of things would they be? A musical event, a talk with an individual, demonstration, protest?
I don't think that I have ever shot anything that was particularly memorable or momentous or anything. I suspect inside of all of it there are 30-second spots of fantasticness.
That you will.
But reality is
You
that
refuse
way.
to.
So
You
why
refuse to order this in terms of separating the wheat from the chaff. You refuse to go back or edit or to look at the videos and try to yank from these miles and miles of footage what indeed could be.
I don't refuse to do anything. I don't.
Well, you have
see it.
You have no desire to do that.
I don't see it. You know, it's not.
You don't discern what jumps out above a lot of footage and stands by itself as being significant.
Not as being. No, I don't.
Then you're not making an editorial.
There's no editorial comment to it at all. No. The only editorial comment to it is those people that will hire me, or those people that will ask me to shoot their shows. A lot of people won't ask me because of what I am or what I look like.
Why are you so against the commercialization aspect of it?
I'm not against it. I don't like it.
Well,
I don't
can't
personally don't want to watch it.
Uh-huh.
Feel that it limits greatly the knowledge that is possible in this world. You know, because they're so busy putting out this message that they forget everything else that happens. You know.
What about Cambridge Cable? Is that reaching people? Do people watch that?
Well, I got 4 hours on it, and I suspect that people watch it. I get response from people who watch my shows. So I suspect that people watch it. Yeah.
Is this something that you're gonna miss when you leave?
Oh no, I'm not missing it. I got it together still. I'm gonna be running shows for at least a year after I leave.
How are you gonna be doing that from Seville in Spain?
Oh, I have my friend Francis who's going to run the Blues View show. Francis Domeno, he's going to run that for me. And the Stone Soup show, Julie Stone, who is big in the Stone Soup people over